Good morning everybody and welcome to Christmas in July. Today is the 24th of June, so this is actually our Advent countdown to July. So we're going to have a week of Advent and then Christmas in July will start officially next week. But you know me, I love Christmas, so we're starting a week early. So I have my Christmas mug. This is the only one I could find. All the others have been packed away. But I must have left this one out after Christmas because it's just got poinsettias on, which my poinsettias always last. I think, yeah, it has gone in the bin now, but my poinsettias always last until about Easter time, and then I get fed up with them. Sometimes I still have them sort of September time, and then I get fed up with them and I bin them. So I hope everybody's well. I'm absolutely melting. It is 8 o'clock. I've just dropped Samuel off at his friend's to get his lift. He's just texted me to say he's on the bus. It's 8 o'clock and it's already 18 degrees, so it's really warm here. I am feeling on top of the world. When I left you last week, I did a video last week, didn't I? And I told you that I was due to have an injection into the back of my head. So I suffer from occipital nerve pain, which is a form of arthritis in the back of my head, which feels like I have a corkscrew in the back of my head, which I've suffered from for over 4 years. And it literally feels like there is a corkscrew being plunged into the back of my head 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And it is the most debilitating pain I can describe to you. It's awful. Well, last Thursday, I went into hospital and I was having an injection into the back of my head. And I was fine about that until Thursday morning. Then I started getting butterflies and started getting very nervous. So I went up to the hospital. It wasn't our local hospital. It was about an hour's drive from us in Chelmsford. And I got there for 1 o'clock and there was 6 of us due to have different types of injections. And I was number 3 on the list. And I went in and I had to sit on the edge of the bed with my head bent forward a little bit. And I said to them, well, I'm going to be awkward because I'm always a pain whenever I have anything done. And true to form, so they prepped all my head, you know, cleaned it with all the wash that they do and everything. They took longer doing all that. And then the surgeon said, you're going to feel a little scratch in your head now. And it did I felt the little scratch, and then I felt the needle go in. And as the needle went in, I suddenly went, whoa. And he said, do you feel okay? And I said, no, I feel awful. And he said, I probably caught the nerve, and a bit like when you hit your funny bone in your elbow. And I just went, whoa. And they had to lay me down. I had to have a cannula put in. And they had to put medication in me because my blood pressure just went through the floor and I felt horrendous. I felt like the trolley was moving. I felt absolutely awful, and they were fantastic. I cannot fault them at all. They were so lovely in Bromfield Hospital. I cannot fault them at all. But I felt like I'd been kicked in the head. I felt like they'd used my head for the Euros. But they didn't rush me out of the theatre. The consultant was lovely. You know, the cannula was straight in. Normally they faff around trying to get a vein, but this cannula was straight in. I've got no bruising on my hand, whereas normally my hand is all bruised from the cannula. It's a bit sore actually, just doing that. But the cannula was straight in, the medication was straight in. They got my blood pressure back up. They then took me back out into the wardy part because you're just waiting outside the theatre area. And they monitor me every 5 minutes. They were checking my blood pressure and everything. And then very slowly they sat me up, and then they brought me tea and biscuits, and they didn't rush me at all. But the pain in my head, well, I kept feeling the pillow because I kept thinking this pillow is scrunched up behind my head. It wasn't, it was flat, but I kept feeling it because it felt scrunched up. Then Mark came and picked me up, but because of the time of day, we got stuck in traffic coming home, so it took 2 hours to get home. And the time I got home, got into bed, had something to eat, got into bed. I was like, I'm never having that done again. No way, never having that done again, because the pain in my head was just awful from this injection. And I'm lying there thinking, how will I know if it works? Because they said, you know, your head is going to be bruised, it's going to be sore from the injection, bruising, blah, blah, blah. The next morning, woke up, no pain at all. Even my hands, where I've been suffering with pain in my hands, no pain in my hands. I literally leapt out of bed at 6 o'clock in the morning like a new woman. We're now on day 4 since injection. Yesterday I was playing football with Samuel in the garden. I have no pain at all, touch wood. I'm waking up fully refreshed. I've actually slept every night and I'm waking up refreshed, whereas previously I've been waking up in the morning and having to snooze my alarm and having to drag myself out of bed feeling as though I haven't slept a wink. Whereas now I'm waking up bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, ready to take on the world, and I just feel fantastic. I'm dreading how I'm going to feel mentally when this injection wears off, because it's not guaranteed, it's not meant to last for long. It's days. I'm hoping I get 6 weeks out of it. If I get 6 weeks, that gets me to our summer holidays, and I get, you know, we go away to Yorkshire for 2 weeks. And if I was to get 2 weeks in Yorkshire feeling like this, able to do things with Samuel, it would be fantastic. I mean, we went for walks this weekend, I played football. If I could have done cartwheels this weekend, I would have been doing cartwheels. I've never done a cartwheel in my life, so that would have been a real miracle injection. But I'm literally, I just feel like a new woman. I feel like I've got my life back. Just, it's amazing. It's just, but I know there's going to be such an anticlimax when this wears off. I'm just going to cry when this wears off. But at the moment, I'm loving it. I'm loving life at the moment. I feel like I've got my life back. And if this was a miracle injection that I was cured, I would just be so happy. But anyway, let's enjoy it while it lasts, because this is just, I've got my life back for a few weeks or a week or whatever. I have got my life back. I'm not in pain. Still got pain in my neck, but I've always said, out of the two, if I have to pick one to live with, I'll live with the pain in my neck. I can live with the pain in my neck. I can't live with the pain in my head. That is just debilitating. But I'll live with the pain in my neck if I have to. Anyway, you're not here to talk medical, and I've been waffling on at you for nearly 8 minutes. So, got my cup of tea, and it is yogi tea, which is Christmas tea, which is, Jeanette introduced me to this from Crafty Cake. This is lovely. This is a really nice Christmassy tea. I'm just trying to see what's in there, and I can't see now. Cinnamon, robust cinnamon, licorice, coriander, honeybush, orange peel cloves, black pepper, star anise, lemon juice, cardamom, lime, orange oil, cinnamon oil. It's really nice, very Christmassy. You can get this, the only place I've found it is Amazon, but it's very nice. I brought quite a few boxes of this last Christmas, and it's dated until June 26, and you get 20 tea bags in there, I think. Do you get 20? Oh, 17 tea bags in there. So I'm going to do a floss tube video as well, but I just want to quickly flash at you what I finished this weekend as well. Well, say finished, I've just got the back stitch to do, so I've all but finished my Christmas truck cross stitch. So I've just got a few more what are they called, French knot snow flaky thingy, snow thingies, and the back stitch on the truck, but that is pretty much finished, and I'm going to finish that probably as a pillow. It did come with a frame with a hoop, but I think I want to finish it as a pillow just to have as a display somewhere. But I'm really delighted that I finished that off yesterday. So I've literally just got a few more French knots to go around here and a few French knots to go down the bottom here, and then I'm done, and then just the back stitch on the car I think the tree could do with something really. I was thinking like putting some red beads on the tree, but then the tree's not decorated, is it? You've just been to the tree farm to pick the tree up. The only thing I changed, the writing here, dashing through, and our name, the Sanford, should have been done in black, but I decided to do that in red. I thought it stood out more. Obviously black would stand out, but I thought it looked more festive to be in red. So I'm really pleased with that. So I'm really delighted with that. But I'm going to do a floss tube because I've got a finish to show you, and I've got some Christmas cross stitches to show you that I'm going to do. I've got one prepared to show you. I started Rupert's jumper. Now I started this, I casted it on Thursday morning. Thursday I couldn't concentrate to do anything Thursday morning, but I did one row of this on Thursday morning. Where's the pattern? So I casted this on Thursday morning, and I'm just doing this in Price Wise yarn, just from the chemist, just because it's nice and easy for Megan to wash. It's durable, it's washable, it's going to be hard wearing for a baby, and the colourway is cranberry and it's shade 308. And then I've got, the only brown they had was fudge, so I've got that for the gingerbread man. That's called Fudge 1741. And then I've just got a bit of white from Stash. And then I'm going to do, I'm not going to do black buttons. I'm going to sew on actual buttons like cherry drops. And I will do black buttons for his eyes, I think. What's it got on there? Yeah, I think I will sew on black buttons for his eyes, and I will sew on a black button for his mouth. They're sewn on afterwards anyway. I thought they were knitted on, but they're not. They're sewn on afterwards. So far all I've done, because I started this in the car. No, I started it on Thursday before I went to the hospital. Literally casted it on. And then I was knitting this on Friday morning when I was waiting. And then I've just done the rib, and then I've just done the back. I've got to have 38 centimetres, so I've still got a bit to go. But I might do some of this later on today. And then I want to do the colour work. But I'm going to wind off little balls for the colour work, so I'm not crossing backwards and forwards with the balls. But it's knitting up nicely. It's quite a nice red as well. It's not a harsh red. So that's knitting up nicely. That shouldn't take too long to do. I'm doing age 2 to 3. That was the smallest size for that. So that's lovely. And then we were away this weekend. We went away in the caravan and we went to a charity shop, and I found this pattern. This is a Stylecraft pattern. And I thought it looked like Rupert as well. I found this gorgeous little Santa jumper, so I got this to knit for Rupert as well, and I love the shade of red of that as well, so I'm going to knit this for Rupert as well. And I'd like to knit this little Santa toy for him as well, and maybe the Santa hat, but definitely the little jumper. I think that's super cute, and I want to do it in that colour. It's a really rich reddy colour, and that's done in double knitting. It looks really chunky though, doesn't it? But I love the shade of that red. What colour red is that? Does it say? Well, it says it. Well, that's okay. That's weird, isn't it? Because the pattern is Stylecraft, but it's done in Bellissimo wool. Okay, it just says Rio Red. Okay, but yeah, I think that's lovely, and I love the little toy as well. I love the Santa toy. I think the Santa toy is cute. So there's the jumper and the hat. The hat is just all garter stitch as a close-up of the Santa toy. I think the toy is dead cute as well, isn't it? He's got a little bag there, you could put some little treats in there as well. And then in the same charity shop as well, I also got this, this is an Alan Dart pattern. I'm not sure if I've already got this. I've got a feeling I've already got this pattern, but it was only £1, it doesn't matter. I've got the Dickensian mice. and Mum had an idea that these might fit in the mouse house, but these are actually 6 inches as well, which is the same height as Mousy, so they're not going to fit in. Sorry about my dishwasher, no, washing machine. But then I thought, oh, I could do them in 4-ply, and that make them smaller, so I might actually do them in 4-ply. I don't know how much smaller that will bring them out, but I might knit them in 4-ply, and then they could be singing outside the house. Or I could do them in DK and they could be standing outside the mouse house, couldn't they? So I might knit those up. They're dead cute, aren't they? Really cute. So that's plans. I think when I finish recording now, I might quickly iron these up. So these are it's a little red work embroideries, little hoops. The only thing that's stopping me is it's on the mucky linen. I don't like that grey, it's not grey, but the beige linen. I have got plenty of white. I might just change it and do it on the white linen. Let me show you the, I didn't show you this panel the other day, did I? I said I was doing a red work panel. This isn't Mandy Shaw, this is one I just got from the Knitting and Stitching show. So I'm doing that one that I'm going to sew onto a project bag. So that's cute, isn't it? So that's going to go onto a project bag at some point soon. So yeah, so that's what I've done so far. What else have I got in here? I haven't got anything else in here at the moment Christmassy. I found this, I quite fancy. Now this isn't Christmassy because I might do other things as well that aren't necessarily Christmassy. I've got this book, Little Travellers, and I wouldn't mind making somebody out of here for my mouse house. Because I've got a feeling these people are a lot smaller. There's not necessarily a mouse, but there's a little, who are you? What are you? You are a little tiny squirrel. I'm not sure how small you are. You look quite tall there. Does it say how small you are? Oh, 6 inches. You're 6 inches as well. Everybody seems to be about 6 inches tall. You're called Twig, but you're about 6 inches tall as well. You're probably the same. Thistle. Oh, Thistle's 10 inches tall. She's even taller. She's cute, isn't she? Oh, my washing machine's beeping at me now. You're 13 inches taller. You're even taller. They're called Little Travellers and they're even taller. Oh, it's not good. How tall are you? You're 6 inches. Oh, hold on, we've got a bear here. Are you smaller? Oh, well, if not, you're just going to have to live on your knees. You're 12, oh, you're 5 inches. No, you're 12 inches taller. The little girl's 5 inches taller. The bear. This is another Simone Golding book. How tall are you? Got people in there. You're 5 inches tall, these little girls, so they're a bit smaller. They would live in the mouse house, wouldn't they? It wouldn't be a mouse house that would it. I love this book, so cute. They're cute. They are cute, those ones. Maybe I'll make something out of here to go in the mouse house. Anyway, I'm going to love you and leave you there. I'm going to upload this, and there might be a floss tube as well, because I've got lots of floss tube to show you as well. Okay, I hope everybody's well. Let me know what you're working on, and today is day 1 of Advent, so I will speak to you all really, really soon. Take care, everyone. Bye.